Hello everyone, this is the Mind of Love. Thank you for joining me for your daily collective reading. This reading will be for the general audience for the next 24 to 48 hours. Spirit guides, what important messages do we have for the collective for the next 24 to 48 hours? Collective messages for the next 24 to 48 hours, please. What does the collective need to know? What message can I share with them today? Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles. This is budgeting, being resourceful, saving your money. This could also be having a lack or poverty mindset. Someone's trying to protect their assets or their sense of security and stability. So you guys may be presented with an opportunity that takes you out of your comfort zone, and subconsciously you may not sabotage this, but you may have doubts about your ability to execute something. So you're looking for ways to secure yourself or to feel secure or protect yourself. And you're protecting yourself with knowledge and discipline. So you're going to be very methodical, practical, strategic, patient. Like, you're going to do whatever it takes to execute this plan or to protect yourself in a situation. I'm not sensing any danger per se, but more so like, some of you guys may be used to things happening a certain way, or you have a certain pattern or routine or lifestyle. You've been doing things the same way every single day, and something new comes up and you may get defensive or feel protective of your peace and your space. It's like, here's a new opportunity, but you'll have to do something that's outside of your comfort zone to optimize that opportunity. And so what you're trying to do is like gather all of your resources. Could be intellectual, emotional, experiential, financial. You're collecting everything that you know. You're gathering all of this information to like prepare yourself for this opportunity or this next step. So you're getting prepared for some sort of journey or a project or process or an experience that is unique to you. And so your initial response or your automatic response would be to pull back. You could be a water sign or an earth sign, someone who's not really aggressive, or someone who doesn't like to have their system disrupted. So you like things a certain way, or you've been used to a certain lifestyle or pattern or routine, and something new is coming up that could be of benefit for you financially. So you're making sure that you dot your I's and cross your T's in order to protect this opportunity. But you don't want this situation to like get you off balance. Like, you don't want to be overwhelmed with stress and responsibility and anxiety. So it's like you're gathering your resolve. You're trying to steel yourself, S-T-E-E-L, or prepare yourself for this opportunity, and you're going to anchor yourself. You're using your experiences, your knowledge, your wisdom, your work ethic, your creativity to prepare yourself for this opportunity. Because you don't want to be like, this could be a major project or a major move, something that's pretty big coming towards you, and you're getting prepared for it. But there's some anxiety about your ability to execute this properly. Like, you don't want to be overwhelmed with this. You don't want this to overwhelm you. This must be done, whatever this is. right? Whether it's moving in with someone, starting a new job or project, ending a relationship, whatever it is you're trying to do, you don't want it to disrupt the way that things are. You don't want it to disrupt your status quo, which could be your inner peace. Like, you don't want this to destroy your inner peace. No matter how lucrative it is, no matter how much you love this person, you don't want this opportunity to destroy your inner peace. You're trying to protect that. But you know that in order to protect your inner peace, you have to be prepared. You can't just show up on, just running on fumes. You have to have a plan and a strategy for how to execute this process efficiently, effectively, and successfully. So if you have a big move ahead, a big project, something significant that's happening in your life, you're not going to allow the situation to overwhelm you and to like knock you off of your center. You're trying to stay centered and grounded. And in order to do that, you have to prepare or plan ahead. And you can only plan ahead if you know what's coming. So some of you guys already know what's coming and what's expected of you. So you're getting all your ducks in order. Your paperwork, moving boxes, resume, something. You're getting something in order to prepare for this opportunity because you don't want to be, in the past, you get overwhelmed easily. And sometimes when you get too overwhelmed, your ability to perform is compromised. So you are protecting your peace, but you must go in this direction. You must do this. Whether it's move to a new location, take a new job, start a new business, start a new project. But yeah, this must be done. And so now, you don't want this to happen at the expense of your peace of mind and your security or safety or whatever. But you don't want to miss the opportunity either. So underneath the deck, Knight of Pentacles, work-related stuff. This is Virgo energy. Being slow, steady, methodical, disciplined, practical, analytical. Like, you have to make sure that whatever you're doing, you dot your I's and cross your T's. If you're moving, have all the packing supplies prepared ahead of time. You know how much each box weighs. You know who the moving company is. And if you don't have a moving company, or if you do have one, you have a backup just in case. You have all your mail forwarded to a new address before this. Like, everything has to be in order because you have a hard time dealing with unexpected stuff. So you're being very strategic, very practical, very disciplined, very organized to protect your peace so that you can secure this opportunity or take a step forward in a new endeavor. Eight of Swords. Yeah, this is being overwhelmed. Oh my God, I got so much to do. I got to this, that, I got to write this out. I got to put this together. I got to talk to this person. I call this person, make appointments. You have so much to do. And if you don't have a plan, if you don't have an outline, if you don't have a checklist, if you don't have this organized, you're going to get overwhelmed. And you're going to make mistakes. And you don't want to make mistakes, or you cannot afford to make mistakes here. You don't want to go to the 5 Pentacles. You want to go to 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, right? So you're trying to skip over that 5th Pentacle of some sort of loss. Like, again, if you have to move, you lost your mother's china, or you lost some valuable items, and somebody stole something from you because you weren't diligent about keeping up with the movers, and you don't know how many boxes you packed, and it's not they're not labeled or ordered numerically. You don't know how much things weigh. Like, you have to make sure everything is in order. Everything is done just so. There has to be a strategy, a plan, an outline, a system, a process. This is not just you winging it off emotions and creativity and feelings. You cannot do that here. I don't see any water right now. There is water here in this like reflection, but that's why there are 8 swords here, because you're allowing yourself to get overwhelmed emotionally, and that is clouding your judgment and your analytical skills and your observational skills. This person has their eyes closed. So you can do this with your eyes closed. You can accomplish this task with your eyes closed. It's just that, okay, also, some of you may be closing your eyes, not literally, but figuratively, to block out the noise, right? You're visualizing something, and when your eyes are closed, you can't see the chaos or disarray. You're staying centered with the Four of Pentacles. It's not a bad card, actually. It's really good. So you are staying grounded. You're staying focused. You're staying centered. You're not allowing the event or the experience or the opportunity to overwhelm you. You can do this with your eyes closed. You've done it many times before. You have experience here with the Knight of Pentacles. How many pentacles are here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 pentacles. That is number 2. The Two of Pentacles is Capricorn energy. This is industriousness, business, social status. This opportunity or this situation could elevate you in some way, energetically or financially. This is beneath the Eight of Swords, the Five of Wands. Yeah, this is you at war with yourself, or you having to juggle many different tasks. It's like you delegating responsibilities to the movers. I keep getting moving for some reason, but it could be many different things. Like you could be starting a project, and this is your team. You got to get everybody together because you all have the same goal, which is to light this flame or to reach for this flame. So you don't want people falling on their back or their ass because you don't have your stuff together. And that's why you're kind of anxious about this. It's kind of a big deal. This is a lot of moving parts. Nine of Pentacles, 11 Pentacles here, Five of Wands. There are a lot of moving parts here, and you're going to chunk or organize those moving parts into specific phases or stages. So again, moving. What do you need to move? I need to forward my mail. I got to cut off the utilities. I have to get the moving supplies. I got to call the moving company. I got to make sure that my apartment or my house is available to move in. I got to, all those things have to be put in place before you start moving. You don't want to wait till the last minute, the day of the last day of your lease or whatever to get, no, you are planning ahead. Virgos, plan ahead. And you can only plan ahead if you know what to expect. And because you have done this before, right? You can do it with your eyes closed. You know what to expect. You have experience, which is why you're doing it. Or you could have been chosen for a project or a job, but you've moved before. You've worked on these types of projects before. Do not let the moment overwhelm you. Don't let the responsibility or the money or the potential windfall or celebration, whatever. Don't let that overwhelm you. Stay in the moment and stay grounded. It ain't done until it's done. So make sure that you perform each step or task or phase perfectly. Don't rush the process. I'm not gonna say don't rush, because you guys may need to rush. There's a deadline for whatever. But don't be sloppy with it. Virgos are not sloppy. Capricorns are not sloppy. The Five of Wands is sloppy energy. I don't know what there's conflicts. I'm not secure within myself, or I'm not communicating properly. I don't know what to do. I'm confused. I'm overwhelmed. Listen, you have done this you've done this before. You've done it so many times. You can do it with your eyes closed. The Eight of Wands has their eyes closed too. Sorry, Eight of Swords has their eyes closed also. But for you, yeah, you can do this. Just give yourself grace and space and time to plan ahead. You have to plan ahead. You have to plan ahead. This thing is too big for you to do on the fly. It's moving day and you're packing up as the moving company is getting prepared to take. No, the boxes have to be packed up, labeled, and weighed before you even weigh, in case you're weighed. Because some moving companies, they'll charge you by the weight or the distance. If you're shipping things over, to a new location via USPS, they weigh things. But yeah, everything has to be labeled, packed, prepared to go before they get here. You don't want to be packing when the moving company gets here. So if you plan ahead, I mean everything to the letter, to the T. They're very detailed. You can never be too detailed with this type of work. If you're very detailed, because that's the Eight of Swords too, Gemini, you have to organize this information. There's lots of information here, lots of communication, lots of tasks to do, lots of responsibilities. And with the Four of Pentacles, you're going to organize this. We got 8 and 4. They fit into each other evenly. right? So 4 is a factor of 8 by 2. So let's break this down into 2 major phases. Let's chunk this up. Don't get to the 5 of Wands, which is like not knowing what to do, second guessing yourself, not following up with people about certain things, not knowing what's going on. Nah, you can't do that. And you know what to do. So don't leave it up to chance. Don't leave it up to somebody else to do. Like, this is your responsibility. And you know that. And you know that in order for you to execute this plan, you have to be of sound mind and body. You got to be grounded. You got to feel safe and comfortable and confident in yourself. And so what you're doing is, instead of allowing this opportunity to overwhelm you, you're going to steal your reserves. You're going to protect your peace. And you're going to protect your peace not by avoiding the responsibility, not by avoiding the opportunity or the experience. You're going to protect your peace by preparing for it. You're going to have everything organized to the T, to the letter. All the processes, procedures, resources, timelines, deadlines, benchmarks, everything has to be done beforehand. And then you won't get overwhelmed. Some of you guys may have to learn something really quickly. 5 of Wands is like, this is Leo energy, but I'm getting like a lot of activity, a lot of movement. Somebody trying to build something quickly. Something has to be done urgently, but not sloppily. It has to be done quickly, but efficiently, effectively, and successfully. If it's not done right, then it's not done at all. That's Virgo energy, Knight of Pentacles. So you're on the right track. You are preparing yourself. You're getting yourself centered and grounded. You're like, you know what? I'm not going to let this stress me out. And in order to avoid doing that, I'm going to prepare ahead. Okay, this is reverse. 6 of Swords in reverse. We got 8 to 6 in reverse. Yep. Okay. 2 of Cups. Right. Okay. So you're not running away from this. You are not running away from this responsibility. You're not. 8 plus 6 is 14. Plus 2 is 4. What 2? 1 plus 4 is 5. That's the 5 of Swords. That's like getting in your head, listening to negative thoughts and allowing your thoughts to overwhelm you. Like, oh my God, I can't do this. It's too much. The 2 of Cups is some sort of, I'm not going to say it's a love connection. I'm not seeing that here. You're getting your emotions in check. You could be collaborating with people who care about you. Like, you could be delegating responsibilities or tasks to people that you're not running away from your responsibilities here. So this could be even, a romantic connection. You're getting prepared to, I was going to mention that in the beginning, but I'm like, So I was going to mention in the beginning that you're like, you're ready to date again, but you don't want to lose your peace of mind. Like, you enjoy being single. You enjoy the security, the safety, the sanctity, the peace, like the calmness that you have in your life. And you're like, okay, well, if I start dating again, I'm going to have to deal with another person. So you have to have boundaries for yourself to protect yourself from being overwhelmed by feelings, by being overwhelmed by emotions and lust, so that you don't make mistakes. And you can execute whatever plan you have for this relationship successfully. So you won't let somebody, take advantage of you, mistreat you, manipulate you. You know who you are. And you're not going to compromise yourself or your integrity for this opportunity here. So you're not running from this anymore. You're not running from an emotional connection, a professional opportunity, a life experience. You're biting the bullet, so to speak, and you are making a move to get this done. So yeah, you're not running from the past anymore, or you're not running from this experience. This could be anxiety inducing. Like, yeah, the idea of being with someone or moving in with somebody or moving, period. It's anxiety inducing. If you've been working remotely for years and then you have the opportunity to work with a team in the office, that could be anxiety inducing, especially if you've dealt with like workplace issues in the past. So now you're like, you know what? I'm mature. I'm wiser. I know more. I know what to do. I'm not going to let my emotions or my thoughts overwhelm me. I'm not going to let the responsibilities overwhelm me either. I'm going to take control by seeing things, like looking ahead to see what is expected of me and how I can get this done quickly, efficiently, and effectively. Okay, so once the collective goes through this process, what will be the outcome? The Star card and High Priestess. This is extremely like a leveling up. You're leveling up spiritually. Ace of Swords and the Ten of Wands. You're leveling up spiritually. You'll have more faith in yourself. You'll listen to your intuition more. This is just, so whatever you're doing is not just about the financial or practical material rewards. It's about a spiritual evolution and growth. So you've had to overcome some sort of karmic issue with like your emotions or anxiety or insecurities, and once you execute this, you'll be able to, like, you are now connecting with your divinity and your North Star. You know who you are and you're centered. This is like being very centered. She's centered. She knows who she is. She knows what she wants. She knows how to get what she wants. It's like no longer sabotaging yourself. Like, you're so centered here. And your faith and yourself is renewed or restored. And this is a healing experience for you. Like, this experience of taking charge of your life to do this process or project or to move or to start over, it's actually very healing for you, because you could have been in hermit mode for a while. You could have been hiding. You could have been spending time alone. Like, you could have created a lifestyle that was very peaceful for yourself, but you were isolated. You were pretty much isolated. With the Ten of Wands, you were doing things on your own by yourself. And because of that, you gained a lot of clarity, wisdom, insight, information, knowledge. You became very astute or adept at something. And now you have the opportunity to like demonstrate what you've learned or what you know. In this space, I mean, I'm doing a general reading, so I know it's not going to resonate with everybody. And it's like multiple storylines here. This could be a big move. This could be a new relationship. This could be about a new project or opportunity. But whatever it is, like you're right now you're at peace. But you know that you don't want to be stagnant. You don't want to be stuck. So you have to do something different to grow, to evolve, to advance, to explore, to experience, to learn, to advance in life, to evolve spiritually, to heal, all this other stuff. So you have to make some movement. We got this stuck energy here. But you know that this time around, you're not going to let your emotions or your anxieties or your insecurities get in the way of you doing whatever this is effectively, or having a happy or healthy relationship, right? You're not going to overthink or project your fantasies or insecurities on somebody else. You're not going to sabotage your work by getting overwhelmed. And you're going to be very organized, whether it's a romantic situation, professional, life change, moving, planning a wedding. Something is like, I'm going to stay on top of this. And so you're stepping into your Virgo energy. Some of you guys could have a Virgo North Node, Virgo Ascendant. Virgo in the 6th house. Virgo in the 2nd house potentially. Like you are, like, that now in order to protect your peace, you have to be organized. You must be. And so in the past, you may have avoided that. There could have been an issue with like plans and schedules and routines and structures. It could be some trauma around that. But now you've healed that. Star card, High Priestess, you've healed that. That's done. So you're ready. Let me get some clarifiers. I already told the whole damn story. But let me get some clarifiers just to confirm. Clarify the Four of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles, please, for the collective. Clarify the Four and the Knight of Pentacles, please, for the collective. The Two of Wands, a new opportunity. Choose making a choice. 7 of Wands, blocking. Okay, Two of Wands, Seven of Wands, the Moon card, and the Tower. The clarifiers explain why, or how did you get to this place, right? How do you get to a place where you've basically created a peaceful lifestyle for yourself to the point where you don't want to deal with mess, no drama, no confusion, no inconsistencies. Oh my God, why the card is so crooked? That's crazy. You don't want any of that, okay? You want to live a life of peace. And you had the Moon card in the past. What's going on with these cards? Hold on a second, guys. I'm sorry. It's mad twisted. So we have the Moon card in the past, Seven of Wands. Like you're blocking out anything that can cause confusion, disappointment, endings. The Towers, like you had this stuff happening that was beyond your control that messed with you emotionally, or you could have gone through so much trauma that you developed some sort of anxiety. You really were rattled, and you're like, you know what, let me pull back from everyone and everything, because this Tower card, it rocked your world or your foundation. It shook up your stability, and now you've done some work to bring some sort of order and structure back to your life, and you're like, I'm not letting this go for anything. I'm not letting this peace of mind go. I'm not letting my security, my peace, my safety, my protection go for anything. Not a relationship, not a new location with new neighbors, not a new job. I'm protecting my peace, because this mess back here left me the Nine of Wands. 9 plus 7 plus 2 is 9 wands. Anxious, ready for the next shoe to drop. Not being able to trust anyone or anything, right? You have to pull back completely to restore your balance, your inner balance, because you had some unexpected situations that happened that came out of the blue. Tower and the Moon card, like you didn't see something coming before, and so it knocked you off guard, and that traumatized you to the point where now you're like, you know what, I will never be caught off guard again, so I have to plan ahead. I must plan for everything in advance. So be it. Clarify I have a slight headache for some reason. Clarify the Eight of Swords and the Five of Wands, please, for the collective. The Eight of Swords and the Five of Wands, please, for the collective. The Emperor, Five of Wands again, Eight of Swords again, Knight of Wands, and the Hermit card. I mentioned the Hermit earlier about you spending time alone. So, okay, the Emperor could be a boss or a male figure that has a lot of power, a lot of resources. He's dominating. This person could have overwhelmed you with the Five of Wands and the Eight of Swords and the Knight of Wands. Like they could have wanted to move quickly. You felt bombarded by them, and this could be in a professional space, in a relationship dynamic. You felt like something knocked you off of your center, and you made hasty decisions that could have backfired or did not turn out the way you expected. So with the Knight of Wands, that's like Sagittarius energy. This is very, flash in the pan. You got to do this quickly, and you're like, oh my God, I'm not ready. I don't have this, So you could have moved before. You could have moved into a relationship too quickly, right? Without thinking about the practical realities of being in a relationship. Can you work well together? Do you have the same life goals? Do you have, the same beliefs about raising children? Are you of the same culture? Do you have the same values? So those, you didn't care about that. In the past, you could have just cared about the guy had money, he had swag, he was cute, he liked me, that's it. And then when you got in a relationship, you were overwhelmed by him to the point where you lost yourself. Five of Wands, Eight of Swords, and then you started making decisions that were too hasty, and ended up with the Tower. Where's the Tower card at? Then you have to be by yourself. Tower. Where's the Tower? And you ended up alone because something blew up in your face in the past. And it blew up not because you were intentionally being reckless, but you did not think things through. You let the moment overwhelm you. So you could have some sort of anxiety issues with the Moon card here, the Eight of Swords. You are now being intentional about managing those emotions by planning things out. You're organizing your time. You're taking control of your time. You're taking control of your time. You're taking control of your mind, your energy, your resources. It's like you're seeing yourself as the master of the chessboard. You're not being played. You're the player. Or you're not a pawn on the board. You're not even on the board. You're like, you've created the board for yourself. So you know what the pawns are doing, the knights, the rooks, the kings, the queens, the bishops, you know, all their positions and their role. And you're like, here, you go here, da, 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 here. So you're like the chess player now. You're making chess moves. So you're not even on the board. You're the one watching the whole board and like moving pieces around to make sure that things, yo, you guys are so dope. Whoever this is, kudos to you. You're on top of it. You said hell to the no. I'm not going to be played again. Yep, Seven of Cups, Four of Cups, right? Devil card, yeah. You know, the Seven of Cups is like confusion and like escapism. And, you know, allowing your emotions to run away from you. With the Four of Cups here also, it's like you were not in the right headspace. So you kept going back to past situations that were not fulfilling for you. But now, instead of you running from the past and like making the same mistakes, you are... So the Six of Wands, Six of Swords, like going to a new direction, escaping from something. I think you are revisiting a situation, not the same people, but the same situation. So you're moving again or getting another relationship. You're starting a new job, but it's not the same exact dynamic. It's a similar experience, but with different players, different apartment. You're older, you're wiser, you have more experience. So now you're not going to let your emotions overwhelm you with the Devil card here too. Devil, Seven of Cups, and the Four of Cups. That's Two of Cups. You're not going to let your emotions overwhelm you. In a relationship, in the job opportunity, nothing. You're going to see things clearly and you're going to act accordingly. You're not going to act based on emotions and passions. No. This is how this is what the plan is. Here's how we're going to execute it. That's it. That's all. We don't have time for small talk. I know we cool and everything, but no. We got to get this done. I don't care about nothing else. So some of you guys are really like, yeah, you're cutting down on your social time. You're not going to be as friendly or open or affable as you usually are. You're just focused on the business of getting this done, whether it's moving or again having a conversation with your partner about next steps in your relationship, moving in together, who's paying the bills, who's taking out the garbage, who's doing the chores, who's taking care of the kids. Like, you're not going to allow your emotions to say, well, we're moving in together, it'll work out. You're not leaving things up for chance. You're taking charge of your life, collective. You're taking responsibility for your own energy, and you are now looking at the chessboard of your life. You got pawns, rookies. Was it rookies? Pawns, rooks, bishops, knights, kings, and queens. That's not you. Those are the people that you're engaging with. The chessboard is you. You're the chessboard. You're not manipulating anybody. You're just making sure that, you know, everybody has a role to play, including you, so that things can happen the way they're supposed to happen. Not you being like railroaded by unexpected stuff. Oh, can you do this for me? You know, for example, you have a project or a job, whatever, and you have a whole plan set out and there's a budget and everything else. And somebody comes along and adds a whole nother pile of work for you to do that gets in the way of you doing this on time. That's not going to happen. You're going to say, focus on what is ahead of you. And that is all. Nothing more, nothing less. That's it. You're planning, you're moving ahead of time, new job, new relationship, whatever. So yeah, that's great, collective. More advice or insight for the collective, please, for the next 24 hours. That's what's up. I'm so proud of you guys. Y'all doing this damn thing. Doing it. Spirit guides, more insight for the collective, more advice for them. How to proceed. More advice for how to proceed, please. More advice for how to proceed for the collective. Jeez. I need all these cards. I thought it was like 2 or 3 cards. It's like 8. We're not doing 8. Listen, I need 1 or 2 cards. I don't need 8 cards because it's not that complicated. We're going to chunk this out into 1 or 2 major messages. Advice for the collective, please. Advice for the collective. Advice for the collective, please. If I had a magic wand and could have anything I desired in life, what would I choose? You've made a choice. You've made a choice. The choice is here, or the opportunity is here. And now you're trying to protect that opportunity. You're not going to sabotage it by being reckless, sloppy, inefficient, not taking things seriously, lazy. You're not doing that. Burn with desire. There is power in your desires. Let them be your fuel today. Your desires are your soul's wings, and it's time to take flight. And I think that is what brought you out of this 4 of Pentacles place. The desire to move to a new location, the desire to level up professionally and make more money, the desire to be with a new love romantic partner. That has gotten you out of this 4 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles energy. Today's soul action. Go inward. Your answers lie within. What do you desire? Choose what makes you happy and do that. Right? Don't go on, side quests. There is a specific path that you've chosen, and there's a specific way it has to be done. And you know that path already because you've done this before. You've been in relationships before. You've moved before. You've had jobs and projects before. You've done this before. You can do it with your eyes closed. Just have faith in yourself. Hey, here we go. Do I believe I'm worthy? I haven't seen that. All right. So sometimes I talk with my eyes closed, or I talk like looking in different directions, so I don't see what's in my hand. But here we go. You are worthy. You are deserving. You're loved. And that's what this 4 of Pentacles is. You're protecting all of that. Right? That has brought you peace. Now you see your value, and you're not going to allow anybody or any situation or experience to knock you off your square. No way. Start seeing the divine beauty within you and go out and claim the life you have dreamed up. Here it is. The opportunity's here. You're about to claim something, right? And you got to get off of this 4 of Pentacles situation to do that. You're claiming your happiness. And you're taking control of your life. Your crown has been bought and paid for. Put it on your head and wear it. Maya Angelou. Today's soul action. For a big goal or dream you have. Big goal. Just a lot of stuff that has to be done, right? A lot of responsibilities, a lot of tasks, a lot of duties, a lot of check boxes on the list that have to be, marked off. This has to be done strategically in an organized, methodical fashion. No feelings necessary. That's all right. You don't need to feel nothing. Just get this done. Get out of your feelings. Do I feel worthy of this? Right? In the past, you may not have. In the past, you may have, gotten into situations and you were kind of winging it because you didn't know how to posture yourself as someone who is of value. So, for example, if you're dating somebody and they're cute, you're both young, you could have allowed them to take over your whole life because you did not have the confidence in yourself or the self-love that you needed to protect yourself and have boundaries. So then you have the 8 of Swords and the Moon card and the Tower card. Something happened unexpectedly. You could have been betrayed. You could have been manipulated, lied to. And you're like, I'm never going to be in that position again where I am out on my ass unexpectedly because I did not take responsibility for my own life, for my own actions, for my own health, for my own money, whatever. You're not doing that. You're getting a handle on your emotions with the 8 of Swords and the 10 of Wands, right? So the 10 of Wands is being overwhelmed, but you are using logic. You're using intellect, clarity, focus, concentration. You're meditating to keep all of these wands together, like to organize them into bundles and sticks. So you see this mule has So we have the Five of Wands. All the wands are scattered, right? But this mule may have the wands bundled up. So instead of you carrying this burden by yourself, you're allowing someone else or something else to manage this workflow for you, or to manage this situation for you. So this mule could be your project plan. The mule could be your checklist. The mule could be something external to you that you're using to manage your emotions and your thoughts so that you can accomplish this goal and run things efficiently without being distracted by, I don't know, feelings, disruptions, lack of planning, boredom, not taking things seriously, waiting last minute. You're not doing that. There's no last minute waiting here. Because when you do things last minute, Knight of Wands, you make mistakes. You're not doing that now. That's not happening. And sometimes you do things last minute when you're like not secure or confident in your skills, or you're too overconfident. Nope. You are going to plan ahead, and you have to do so diligently. Collective. Be intentional about that. Don't leave things up for chance. Do not wait for somebody else to pick up the slack. This is all on you for you to do. Don't wait for somebody else to look after your needs more than you look after your own needs. Don't move in with somebody expecting them to be fair when it comes to household responsibilities and duties, and then you're paying all the bills and taking care of the household chores. No. Have the conversation, Ace of Wands, about what's going to be done to manage this relationship. What do you want? What do I want? What do you have? What do I have? How do we combine these things together? What are our goals? That's what's up. Let's do this. As opposed to say, well, I feel this way about him and he feels this way about me, so it's going to work out by itself. That's not going to happen with the Moon card and the Knight of Wands in the past, and the Tower. That's what happened in the past. You left it up for chance and got messed up somehow. Okay? More advice for the collective, please, as it pertains to this message. More advice for the collective, for this energy. Moving forward, absolutely. The Six of Swords is not reversed because you're not moving forward. It was reversed in the past, right? You weren't able to move forward because of some sort of loss emotionally or financially or whatever. You were stuck in your head. But it's now reversed because you're revisiting a situation that you've already conquered. You've already done this. So it's not the exact same situation, but it's something similar. So this is like you having a second chance at something. Moving forward, get ready for positive change. So the Four of Pentacles may look negative initially, but I didn't get that energy. I felt like this was you're protecting your positivity. You're protecting the peace that you've cultivated in your life. You've worked hard for this, Nine of Pentacles. And so you're like, in order for me to be happy and to make wise decisions, I cannot allow my emotions and other people's expectations and demands on me to knock me off of my square, to get me overwhelmed and making rash decisions. That's not going to happen. We have the polar bear that came out yesterday with this like angel star lady. Okay. Get ready for positive change. It's purple card, purples and purples mainly, and blues. Purples representing the crown chakra, that's your intuition, high priestess. You having faith in yourself, you like allowing your inner knowing to guide you. I can do this with my eyes closed. I've done it before. Just stay focused. Stay focused. Get organized. Plan ahead. Do not leave this up for chance. Or do not assume someone else is going to do this for you or pick up the slack. No. Whether they are or not, that's their business. It's your job to make sure that you know what you're doing. Period. So you should know more about whatever this is more than anybody. You should be the most knowledgeable person about this situation, this relationship, this project, this moving, experience. You should know more about this than anybody. You don't have to ask anybody questions about nothing. You should be the source of information, the reference. She knows this, she knows that. We can trust her, and she can execute. Now you don't have to be insecure. I don't know. I gotta figure it out. What's next? What are we doing right here? What are we doing now? No. If you gotta ask somebody, what are we doing here? like a relationship, what are we doing here? What you mean, what are we doing here? You're here with this person. Why are you asking them for? What are you doing with them? Or this job? What are we doing? What you mean, what are you doing? Don't you have an outline or a project plan? You don't know what the plan is? Are you responsible for creating this plan for this project? If you are, make sure you account for every little thing. You need to know more than the boss, if possible. Okay? One more card, please, for the collective. One more card, please, for the collective. (0404), slow down. 4 Pentacles. Balance. Power struggle. Force. Violence. Hope. Authority. Ancestors. Restlessness. Low vibrations. Warning. This, to me, sounds like somebody is intuitively knowing that they have to protect themselves in some way. They got to protect their peace, their sanctity. Pay close attention to the people in your life, your surroundings, and your physical health. Don't freak out. I'm not seeing this as somebody coming towards you with BS. I see this as you getting overwhelmed again, by this experience and then making mistakes because of that. Don't freak out. It's just a warning to be careful and awake to avoid. Okay, don't freak out. It is just a warning to be careful and awake to avoid any further issues. Right? So you are planning ahead to make sure that you can see the bullshit or the potential drama, the potential issues from a mile away. You have a contingency plan for everything. Planning ahead. So if you are the master of the chessboard, you know what the pawn is going to do before it does it. You know how the knight is going to move before it does it. You know how the bishop's going to move before it moves. Because this is your board. Ancestors, restlessness, low vibrations, and warning. Communicate clearly and keep healthy boundaries. Communicate clearly. What are we doing here is not communicating clearly. Communicating clearly is, this is what I want. This is what I need. Here's what I bring to the table. If we're not on the same page, it's okay. Move on with your life, right? Communicating clearly is also saying, well, I need more time for this. What are the expectations for this job, right? But make sure you know what's expected of you, and make sure the people around you know what's expected of them as well. And keep healthy boundaries, protecting your peace. 4 Pentacles. So you're not going to let this situation get you all out of whack. And violence isn't always physical violence. It could be emotional violence or psychological violence, right? One more card, please. Good times. Leisure, rest, holiday, pleasure, love, affection, kindness, happiness. So this card sounds a bit gnarly, but I'm not getting gnarls from the reading. I think this is more like you went through the gnarls in the past, or if there are gnarls in the future, drama in the future, you have a hawk eye. And so you've dealt with this, what's like, your intuition is telling you what to expect before it even happens. Because you've done this before. You've been through this experience. So you know exactly what to expect. Trust your intuition and use your intuition to inform your strategy. Use your intuition, your experience, and your wisdom to inform whatever strategy, whatever planning you have to execute. Okay? You are worthy of affection, leisure, and pleasure. If you tell your family and friends how you feel, you'll find that you're all on the same page and can work together effectively. We go from 5 of Wands. It's like scattered energy. I don't know what's going on. We out here. We asked that we out here. Where's the moving truck? You're supposed to be here 20 minutes ago. You're supposed to be here an hour ago. Oh, we at this address. What you mean you're at that address? That's where I'm moving to. That's not where I'm moving from. I need you to be here, not over there. So, stuff like that. So the 5 of Wands turns into the 10 of Wands, which is not a bad thing. This is baggage that's being managed by process, by intellect, by patience, with support, right? You're not going to move into a new home by yourself. There's too much going on. You need people to help you move your boxes, your furniture. So you have delegated, you have communicated your needs effectively to the point where now the people around you can support you, right? They know what you want. They know what you need. They know what's expected of them. and now you can execute your plans. Okay, so it's not a bad thing. This is good stuff. Many people are rooting for you. They are. This mule here, support team. People want you to win. It's just that, you know, they may be leaning on you very heavily to get this done, especially if you're on a team of people. So make sure you don't let them down or yourself down. And again, you're not expected to do something that you don't know how to do already. That's why they hired you, or that's why you've chosen to move this way. You've chosen this moving company. You've done this before. If you spread love, it will find its way back to you multiplied. And that's what you're doing now. Should I get one more card for you guys? One more card. I'm enjoying this reading. Let me see if I have another card here. Okay, a couple of decks. Let me get a healing energy oracle deck. I'm not doing angel answers, not today. I'm not a big fan of those cards. They're too big sometimes. Okay, let me get a healing energy oracle card, and I'll do an enchanted map card. I haven't done these in a while. Healing energy oracle card for the collective, please. As it pertains to this story, healing energy oracle for the collective. As it pertains to this particular story, give it for the next 24 hours or whenever they get to it. Healing energy for the collective for this message. What else? What else? What else? What can help them on their journey? What message can help them? Come on now. Oh, this fell on the floor. Here we go. Everything turns to light. This is sacral solar plexus chakra, dealing with security, creativity, confidence. I work to improve myself, which you have done. Embrace all that life brings to me, which you're doing now with the Five of Wands energy. Lots of stuff coming. You got to do this, that, by this timeline, by this deadline. Okay, and transform darkness into light. I allow myself to grow and become stronger. And you could not grow and become stronger while in this stagnant Four of Pentacles position. This is a great position for like healing and resting and like recharging your batteries, and also like what's another term I want to use? My memory is really bad, but this is almost like gathering your resources. You're planning here, but you can't execute. You can only plan and prepare and organize from this space and heal. This is not active energy. You had to move forward in order to finish this learning, growing, healing, evolution process. So you're like in a cocoon right now. Serenity. This is throat chakra, Taurus energy. Through love, release, and inner work, I know peace. And you have peace now. You have peace. But if you stay in this stagnant position, Four of Pentacles, for too long, you won't have any more peace. And I think you know that, which is why you're embracing this experience, opportunity, relationship. This Four of Pentacles started to feel less and less peaceful and more like hiding out and being fearful. So you've steeled yourself, you've restored your balance, and you've gathered your bearings. And now you're ready to move forward. I have a gentle view of life and welcome every step with confidence. This solar plexus energy. Confidence. Sacral and solar chakra. I remain brave in the face of fear, right? Because there is violence coming towards you. But violence isn't just, about like physical violence. It's a disruption of some sort, right? Peace being disrupted by other people's expectations, by work or tasks or moving or experiences that, knock you out of your comfort zone. I kind of mentioned that in the beginning. And I have the wisdom, Star High Priestess, to let the universe do its work. I mentioned that once this process is done, you're going to have more faith in yourself. You're going to trust your intuition more. Your intuition is informing your decisions. You're not moving out of anxiety or fear, insecurity, or being overwhelmed or bombarded or put upon. Like, you're not allowing other people to tell you how you should move based on what they want from you. And you're not allowing anything, including timelines or deadlines or work, to overwhelm you. Like it's almost like the Matrix. You can see everything in slow motion. So you know when someone's about to attack before they attack you. You know when the moving company guy is going to drop the box before he drops it. So you're going to pack that glass box with glass dishes in it very carefully, because you know he's going to drop it. You know that the person that you're going to move in with wants you to be their maid, wants you to be the housemaid and to pay 50-50. You know that in advance. So you're establishing boundaries, saying, I'm not doing this. This is your responsibility. I'm going to cook 3 days a week. You'll cook 3 days a week. We'll eat out one day a week. That's what's going to happen. I'm going to wash dishes on my days. You wash dishes on your days, and da-da-da. So the days you cook, I'll wash dishes. The days I cook, you'll wash dishes. Stuff like that. So you're like, I know, how people are. Sometimes people want to take advantage. So this person does not like household chores, so they're going to try to put it on me. Not this time. No. Stuff like that. That's the Harmony cards. And one more card, please. And an Enchanted Map card. I have not looked at this deck for many months. But now is as appropriate of a time as ever. So here we are. Spirit guides, I need more insight for the collective as it pertains to this message. More information, please. More clarity, more understanding, more advice. More advice. Wide open. Yes. This person has their arms wide open. She's on top of the mountain. You see earth and air together, right? Earth deals with practical effort, and air deals with concentration, focus, clarity, knowledge, intellect, and objectivity. There's earth and air here too. She's also have mountains in the background, but her arms are closed off. She's guarded. She doesn't feel safe, or she feels like in order to protect herself, she has to withdraw and block herself off from opportunities. And you've done that in the past to heal, to regain your balance, to figure things out. And now you're done with that. Now you're wide open. Bet I'm ready. Number 6, Venus energy. You could be a Taurus, Sun, Moon, or rising sign. Venus also deals with love and relationships and what we value. So because you value yourself more, or you've learned to value yourself more, you have stronger boundaries. And now you can trust the process. You're now wide open to newer experiences. Bet. Okay, number 42. You are free to express your uniqueness to the world and share in the bounty of life's endless possibilities. I mentioned new possibilities coming to you, new opportunities coming to you in the beginning, right? New job, new work experience, new relationship, new living place, right? New home to move into. All manner of opportunities are presented to you at this time. 8 of Swords, 5 of Wands, 10 of Wands. The wide open card is a signal that you're able to truly manifest your dreams and your goals are in sight. Don't remain small and contracted. The 4 of Pentacles, contracted. Her arms are across her chest. She's guarding herself. See? Instead, expand your horizons beyond what you believe to be your limitations. You have a unique voice that needs to be expressed in the world. The universe is supportive of new ideas and approaches at this time. So speak up and speak out. Communicate. What was the communication card here? I think it was here. Slow down. Communicate clearly and keep healthy boundaries. Now, you know, again, some of the keywords are negative. I don't want you to lean too heavy onto that, especially if you have anxiety, guys. This does not mean that something's bad going to happen to you. It means that you're going to have to step out of your comfort zone, which will make you uncomfortable, but it won't be like harmful to you in any way. What's going to be harmful is you staying here in the 4 Pentacles. This card is the sign of the maverick who freely roams the wide open space of possibility. Allow a greater vision to replace old ideas as you dream a grander dream. The Star card. So once this is done, you're like, wow, I really did it. I really did it. I'm so proud of myself. Now more new opportunities will come towards you, right? New monies, new people, new friends, new experiences. This cycle is over, collective. Moving forward, getting ready for positive change. The slowdown card is positive. It's not negative. Okay? Alright guys, I'm going to leave it there. If you want to order a personal reading, the link in the description box. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll speak to you soon.